Hello students, welcome to Power Tutorials. So today, as mentioned yesterday, we are going to solve section D and E questions of maths compartment paper, which is of last year 2025 board exam, and the set is 30/S/1 set. Okay, so we are going to solve these all questions of section D and E. So just give me 2 minutes, I'll just check whether audio everything is fine. Okay, could see audio is fine. Okay, let's start with the video. Okay, so whoever watching this video for the first time, and if you yesterday and day before yesterday has already solved section A, B and C videos, I mean C section, all the questions. So if you are interested, you can check my live section of my YouTube channel. There you will find all the questions related to section A, B, section A, B and C. Okay, at the same time I'll also try to keep that links in the description after this video is done, so that you can directly refer to them. Okay, so I'll just give a glimpse of what I have done in the previous videos. So section A has started with MCQs, all questions, all 18 MCQs and 2 assessed reason questions. So not only the questions, are also trying to cover the other concepts as well related to these questions. Okay, so those are also I'm covering in my video. And then I have started with section B and C, that is of yesterday 11 AM session I have completed. So there we have covered all section B, that is 2 marks questions first. And then we have continued with section C questions as well yesterday. Okay, so hope the videos of yesterday's were useful for your revision who are writing the improvement exam tomorrow. So let's start with section D now, which are 4 marks questions, and then we'll also 5 marks questions, and then we'll also cover case study questions, which are 4 marks questions today. So today video will be little lengthy because these are high mark questions, so it will take some time, but still be patient. And the same way, if you have any doubts while I'm solving this live session, make sure to comment in the live chat so that I can check and respond to you on the go. Okay, so let's start with the first question. Section D first question is related to trapezium. Let's see what they're asking. Okay, so before starting with this question, I just want to inform you that I have already completed maths 30/3/3 set entire solution, that is from all sections, section A, B, C, D and E, as a separate videos for each section. So if you want to check those videos for your revision, you can also check the playlist you have mentioned in the description, or else you can also go to the live section of YouTube channel. There you will find all those 5 videos. Okay, so let's start with the first question of today. The given figure, in the figure, MNOP is a trapezium with MN parallel to PO. Just change the color. Yeah, MN is parallel to PO and PO is equal to 2MN. PO is this line is equal to twice of this first line. Okay, so I will make the point PO they have mentioned as 2M. A line segment FE drawn parallel to MN intersects MP at F and NO at E such that NE by EO is 3/4. So this ratio by this ratio is 3/4. Okay, diagonal PN intersects FE at X. Okay, prove that 7FE is equal to 10mm. Okay, so let's solve this. So I will draw this diagram again. Make sure to draw with scale and pencil in your main exam. points MN, FE, PO. MN, FE, P and O. Okay, this point is X. They have mentioned NE by EO is equal to 2 by 3. The second detail they have mentioned is PO is twice of MN, and they want to prove 7FE is equal to 10 MN. 7FE is equal to 10 M. Okay, let's solve this. So first I want to get FE. FE value is nothing but Fx plus Xc. So if I got FE and Xc in terms of Mn, then I can easily solve this question. So first way I need to get Fx and Xc. Okay, so I need to get these two. So for this what I am checking is, first step, if I consider triangles X and E and triangle P and O. If you consider these two triangles, angle NXE is equal to angle NPO, because these two lines are parallel. This angle is equal to this angle. Same way, angle NEX is equal to angle NEOP. Why? Because the same condition, XE is parallel to PO. As the lines are parallel, the angles are equal. Angles are equal, then I can simply say using AA similarity. Using AA similarity, if two angles are equal, then the triangles are similar. Triangle X and E is similar to triangle P and O. X and E is similar to triangle P and O. Make sure the order is correct. Okay, if the triangles are similar, then the sides are proportional. So simply I can write XE by PO, XE by PO is equal to NE by NO. NE by NO. We know that NE by EO is 2 by 3. So NE by NO will become NE by EO is equal to 2 by 3. Add 1 on both sides. Okay, instead of adding 1 on both sides. If NE by EO is 2 by 3, then I can say NE by NO will become 2 by, sorry, let me change the color. NE by NO will become 2 by 5. Why? Because it will be addition of these two, 2 plus 3. Okay, so now I can say XC by PO is equal to 2 by 5, and XC will become 2 by 5 PO. But I don't want in PO, I want in terms of MN. Okay, so but we have the relation PO is equal to 2MN. They have clearly given in the question. So just substitute PO as 2MN. I will get, this implies XE is equal to 2 by 5 into 2MN. So I will get XE value as 4 by 5 MN. So just keep it as 1. Okay, so we got XE value. Same way what we need to get? We need to get Fx value. Okay, if NE by EO is 2 by 3, then MF by FP is also 2 by 3. If NE by EO is equal to 2 by 3, then the other ratio, which is MF by FP. MF by FP is also 2 by 3 because of their theorem. If two lines are parallel, then the ratios are also will be equal. Okay, so now consider the BPT theorem for the triangle MPN. For triangle MPN, using BPT theorem, why I am saying, because I can state that okay, it's not BPT theorem, again the same similar properties. I can say that FPX triangle FPX is similar to triangle, the triangle is MPN. MPN, why? Because angles, two angles are equal. Okay, you can also mention those angles. FPX, MPN. FPX is equal to angle MPN, same way. Other angles are FXP, MNP. FXP, MNP. Okay, so this way these two triangles are similar. If triangles are similar, the ratios are proportional. So you can simply say Fx by Mn, Fx by Mn is equal to Fx by Mn is equal to PF by PM. PF by PM. Okay, so now Fx will be equal to Mn into PF by PM. So what is Mn? We already know. Let's keep it Mn only. PF by PM, I know FP by MF is 2 by 3. So PF by PM will become 3 by 5. Why? I'll just explain again. So this is 2, this is 3. I want FP by whole. So it becomes 3 by whole is 5. So this way it is 3 by 5. So this I can say as 3 by 5 mm. Okay, so I got Fx value, at the same way I got the other value is XC or EX. So just add both the values. Okay, sorry, small correction. It is 3 by 4, not 2 by 3. Okay, so small correction. Let me just change the values. Sorry, it is 3 by 4 here. I think here I wrote it as wrong. Yeah, it's not 2 by 3. The ratio is 3 by 4. Sorry, guys. This is 3, this is 4. Okay, but the steps will be almost similar, just the numbers are different. So let me change again. It is 3 by 7 now. N by NO is 3 by 4, then N by NO becomes 3 by 7 because 3 plus 4 is 3 by 7. Okay, so this is 3 by 7 PO, 3 by 7 into 2 mn, so this becomes 6 by 7 mn. Okay, same as here it was wrong, let me just correct it. If NE by NO is 3 by 4, then MF by FP is also 3 by 4. This ratio is, I want PF by PM. PF will become 4 by the total is 7. So 4 by 7. Okay, now let's add both. We'll get FE value. So FE is equal to Fx plus Xc. Fx plus Xe or Ex. So this becomes 6 by 7 Mn plus 4 by 7 Mn. So this becomes 10 by 7 Mn. Fe is equal to 10 by 7 Mn. So just move 7 to the other side, becomes 7 Fe is equal to 10 Mn. Okay, so in this way first question is done. Let's move to the second question now. So 33rd question is related to statistics, that is median question. So let's see the question. The median of the following distribution is 545. They have provided the median value 545. So if the sum of all frequencies is 100, so n value they have provided, that is sigma f is equal to 100. They are asking us to get the values of x and y. Okay, this is x and this is y. Okay, so for median we have to use the formula and get it. So for median the main important thing is we need to get what is CF value. Let sigma f here. So for CF I'm using the same table, but in your case make sure to draw the table again and write the values. So CF, let's find out all the values now. So first is anyway 3, next is 3 plus 4 is 7, 7 plus 5 is 12, 12 plus x, 29 plus x. I have increased the volume because in one of the video one of our subscribers asked to speak it louder, so just trying to improve my voice. Okay, so 29 plus x, and then it becomes 49 plus x. 49 plus 19 is 68, so 68 plus x. Then we have 68 plus x plus y. Then we have 68 plus 8 is 76 plus x plus y. And then the last one is 79 plus x plus y. You can also cross check whether the last value is correct or wrong by just simply adding all these values. 3 plus 4 is 7, 7 plus 5 12, 12 plus x, 29 plus x, 49 plus x, 68 plus x, 68 plus x plus y. 68 plus 8 is 76 plus x plus y, 76 plus x plus y plus 3, so 79 plus x plus y. Hence our calculations are proper, that is the CF details. So now I have x, CF, F and CF. Sigma, this value, that is 79 plus x plus y, they have provided the value as 100. So x plus y should be equal to 100 minus 79, which is 21. Okay, so this is one condition. The second condition we will see by finding the median value. Okay, so median formula, let's write it out. Median formula is L plus n by 2 minus CF of preceding class by by F, that is frequency of median class, into H. This is the formula. So let's substitute all the values. L value is n by 2, we got it as 50. So 50 means let's consider this as the median class. Make sure to highlight this one, the median class, that is will be easy for your invisualization. Okay, so L value is lowest of this, which is 500 plus n by 2 is 100 by 2 minus CF is the cumulative frequency of preceding class. Preceding class cumulative frequency is 29 plus x. 29 plus x by frequency of the median class is 20. The H value is the class interval difference, which is 100. Okay, so this value how much they have provided? 545 is the median. So 545 is equal to 500 plus this. So move 500 to the other side, it becomes 545 minus 500. 545 minus 500 is equal to 50 minus 29 minus x by 20. 100. 0 0 cancel, 2 ones 2 5s. 545 minus 500 is 45. 45 is equal to 5 into 50 minus 29 is 21 minus x. 5 ones 5 nines. So 9 is equal to 21 minus x. So the x value is 21 minus 9, which is 12. So I got the x value as 12. Substitute the x value in the other equation which I have. X plus y is equal to how much? 21. Just a minute, my stylus is not responding. Okay, so x plus y is equal to 21. So the y value is 21 minus x, which is 21 minus 12 is equal to 9. Therefore, x and y values are 12 and 9. Okay, now let's move to the next question. So you could find that the second question took very less time when compared to the first question. So that's why don't feel that one of your question is taking more time, because they will balance you with the other question solution. Okay, let's move to the next one. So here we have two options, whether you can solve A or B. So A is denominator of fraction 2 is more than numerator. If 2 is added to both numerator and denominator, then find the sum of new fraction. The original fraction is this one, find the original fraction. Okay, this is straightforward and we can easily solve it. Let's see what is B part. At present, Saurav's age is 3 more than the square of his son of Ravi's age. When Ravi grows to his father's present age, Saurav's age will be 6 less than 13 times the present age of Ravi. Then find the ages of Ravi and Saurav. This is also okay, but little tricky when compared to the first part. So if I am in your position, I will definitely choose first A part, and if I had time, I will do second part. But I prefer A part is much easier when compared to B1. Okay, but here I will solve both the questions. So let's see, because in their exam they might give you direct A part. They will not. There can be cases where the option is not present. So always practice all the questions while doing for your preparation in your exam. Okay, so denominator of a fraction. So always remember, we have fraction means we have numerator and denominator. So numerator. So I will write, let the fraction is x by y. Okay, the denominator of the fraction is 2 more that of numerator. So y is equal to 2 plus x. This is first equation. Okay, if 2 is added to both its numerator and denominator, if 2 is added to both numerator and denominator, this becomes y plus x, x plus 2, and the denominator is y plus 2, but y I will write it as 2 plus x. So this I will get like this. This is a new fraction, the sum of new fraction and the original fraction. So this they are adding with again original fraction, which is like this. This is equal to 46 by 35. So if you write till here, you will get 1 mark. Okay, so then by solving this and getting the values, you will get for each other steps 1 mark, and the total will be 5 marks. Okay, so let's solve this. X plus 2 by x plus 4 plus x by x plus 2 is equal to the ratio they have provided, 46 by 35. Okay, let's take LCM. This becomes x plus 2 whole square plus x into x plus 4 by x plus 2 into x plus 4. This is equal to 46 by 35. Just expand it. you'll get x square plus 4 plus 4x plus x square plus 4x by x square plus 2x plus 4x plus 8 is equal to 46 by 35. Make sure you're doing this proper calculation, because even a minor mistake will go, the entire question will go wrong. Okay, so if I add x square, x term separately, this becomes 2x square plus 8x plus 4, 2x square plus 8x plus 4, and the denominator will having x square plus 6x plus 8, x square plus 6x plus 8 is equal to 46 by 35. 46 by 35. Okay, so if I cancel 2 on numerator side, I will get this as 4, this becomes 2, and this becomes 23. Now let's cross multiply. You will get 35x square plus 4 into 35. 3 5 4 is 20, 4 3 is 12, 120x plus 35 is 270 is equal to 23x square plus 6 3 is 18, 1 6 is 12, 138x plus 23 8 3 is 24, 2 8 to the 16, 17, 18. Okay, now move everything to the left side. You will get 35 minus 28, 23 is 8x square 35 minus 23 is 12x square. 120 minus 138, you get minus 18x let me check the calculation. 35 into 4, okay, 35 into 4 is 140. 140x minus 138x is 2x. 70, 184 becomes 114, minus 114 is equal to 0. So let's divide by 2. I will get 6x square plus x minus 57 is equal to 0. So till here if you solve, you will get at least 3 marks. Okay, the last 2 steps is important, how to solve the x value. So 57 into 6 I need to check. 57 into 6, 6 3 is 18, 1, 6 5 is 30, 318. So let's get the factors of 318, where you will get x as the value. So 318, let's solve it. 2 table, 2 15s 30, 2 9s are 18, and 3 3 1s 3 0, 3 6 are 18. 4 will not happen. 5 6, 6 5 is 30, 3 6 are 18. 9 table will not happen. 10 11 12 12 5 12 2 is 24, 68 12 will not happen. 13 2 is 26, 58 13 50 is not there. 14 will not happen, 15 will not happen. 16 2 is 16 1 16 16 and 58. 16 will not happen. 17 1 17, and then 48 17 48 is not there. And then let's check for 18 6. No. 8 57 into 6. Okay, I'm sorry guys. 57 into 5 6 is 42, 642 4, 6 5 is 30 34, 342 I should get the factors. Let me check it again. So for this equation, as I mentioned, the to get the factors will be little tricky, but let's solve it faster. 342. Okay, check again. 2 table, 2 ones, 2 7, 2 ones 2, 3 table is 3 also will be happening. 3 ones are 3, 3 ones 3, 3 fours 12, 4 will not happen. 5 6 is 6 table it will happen. 6 5 30, 6 7 42, 7 8 will not happen. 9 will not happen. 10 11 will not happen. 12 will not happen. 13 13 ones 13 is 26. 82 13 will not happen. 14 14 2 is 28, 28 and 82. 14 double 18 down to 15. 16 will not happen. 17 17 2 is 34 and 2 will remaining. 17 18, let's check for 18. 18 once 18 and then we'll get 162. 18 nines 8 9 72. 7 8 1 9 1 plus 7 is 16. Yes, correct. So 18 into 19 will get it because we want the difference as 1. So simply we will get 6x square plus 19x minus 18x minus 57 is equal to 0. Okay, so the first two terms common is only x, which I can directly write 6x plus 19. If you have seen my previous videos, I have provided the trick how to solve quadratic equation. Just write this term again first. So this becomes 6x plus 19 is equal to 0. Then write the common value. We have minus 18 and 6 here, so simply minus 3. Okay, so the equation now becomes x minus 3 into 6x plus 19 is equal to 0. So the values are x is equal to 3 comma minus 19 by 6. Minus 19 by 6 cannot be the value because for fractions it can be only integers. So the x value is 3. Therefore fraction is x by x plus 2, which is 3 by 5. Okay, so here the main part is only calculation. Okay, let's move to the B part. At present, Saurav says 3 more than the square of his own square of his son Ravi's age. Okay, let's write the first condition. So let us assume let Saurav's present age is x. Saurav's present age is x years and Ravi's present age, okay, I will write it here because in main exam we should write. Okay, so Ravi's present age is y years. Okay, what is the condition they have provided in the question? Saurav says is 3 more than the square of his son's Ravi's age. So the first condition, x is equal to 3 more than the square of the son. So this is first condition. Keep it as 1. Okay, now the second condition, when Ravi goes to his father's present age, okay, the Saurav's age will be 6 years less than 13 times the present age of Ravi. Okay, let me write it separately now. So we have two things, one is present age and one is in future. So we have Saurav and Ravi. Saurav's present ages are x, so Ravi's present age is y, and we have one relation as well, y is x is equal to y square plus 3. So what is in future? Now the Ravi's age will become x, okay, and Saurav's age will be 6 years less than 13 times the present age of Ravi. 6 years less than the present age of Ravi is y, so 13y minus 6. Hope you are understanding what is the scenario. We have present age and future age. Present ages are x and y, and we have a relation as well, y x is equal to y square plus 3. In the future ages, x y Saurav's age will become 13y minus x, and Ravi's age will become x because it is becoming the father's age. So this difference we don't know. So let's assume it as p. P is the years after which it becomes this one. Okay, so now I can get two conditions. First condition is x plus p is equal to 13y minus 6. In the second condition, y plus p is equal to x. So here we have three unknowns because x, y and p are three are present. So what I will do, I will replace p value as this value and get it here, and then replace x value as y square plus 3. Hope you're understanding what I'm saying. So I'm just saying that I have x plus p, that because if my current age is 30, then after 5 years y becomes 35. What I'm doing, I'm just adding 5 with 30. Same as here, if the current age of Saurav is x, then x plus p will become this one, and y plus p will become x. So here I can simply say p value is nothing but x minus y, and replace y as p value, then you will get p value as y square plus 3 minus y. Okay, substitute this in this equation. So I will get x term also I'll substitute y square plus 3. So y square plus 3 plus p is y square plus 3 minus y, plus y square plus 3 minus y is equal to 13y minus 6. Okay, let's solve the y value now. Now this became 2y square plus 6 minus y is equal to 13y minus 6. So if you move to the other side, it becomes 2y square minus 14y minus 12 is equal to 0. So now if we simply cancel by 2, it becomes y square minus 7y minus 6 is equal to 0. Plus 6 plus 2. Okay, now let's solve this. It is easy now. Y square minus y minus 6 plus 6 is equal to 0. So y into y minus 1 minus 6 into y minus 1 is equal to 0. Hence the values of y I got it as y is equal to 1 comma 6. So if the age is 1, then the father says, let's check for the father's age. It becomes, if it is 1, then it will know y square plus 3. So 1 square plus 3 is 1 plus 3, which is 4. 6 square plus 3 is, I'll write it in the next step. 6 square is 36 plus 3, which is 39. So father's age cannot be 4 when his son's age is 1. Father's age can be 39 when his son's age is 6. So the only possibility will be, Saurav's age is 39, present age is 39, and his son's present age is 6. So let's write in the next line. Therefore, Saurav's present age is 39 years and his son's age is 6 years. You can say this question is little tricky because they haven't provided you the after how many years. So but we have to get that condition of how many years, and then you have to solve it. So this I can say little tricky when compared to rest all questions, because it's not a direct question. Okay, but the only trick is you have to just assume this way: present is there, future is there. Present after plus p years becomes future. So y plus p is equal to x, and x plus p will become 13 minus x, 13 minus 6. Substitute p value here and then also use this here, then we'll get to all three equations. It's like we have 3 equations and 3 unknowns, and we solved it. Okay, so just make sure to practice this type of questions. So just understand the question. It's not like we cannot solve this type of question. Just understand the question, then you can easily solve it. Okay, let's continue the next one. 35th question. From a solid cylinder of height 2.4 centimeters and the radius 0.7 centimeters, a conical cavity of the same height and same radius is hollowed out. Find the volume and the total surface area of remaining solid. Okay, so we have a cylinder. So what they are saying, cylinder height is 2.4 centimeters, radius is 0.7, a conical cavity. So I'll just change the color. So a conical cavity has been cut. So this part has been removed. Find the volume and total surface. So we need to get two things: volume as well as total surface area. So let's first find volume now. I'll write the volume formula. So if to get the volume, we have to simply subtract cone volume from cylinder volume. Volume of cylinder minus volume of cone. So let's write the formulas first. Volume of cylinder is pi r square h, and volume of cone is minus 1 by 3 pi r square h. So pi minus pi 1 by 3 is nothing but 2 by 3, so I'll directly write 2 by 3 pi r square h is the formula we have to use for the volume. So substitute all the values. Pi I am using as 22 by 7. R value, radius value is how much? 0.7. So it will be 0.7 into 0.7 into height of the cylinder is how much? 2.4. 2.4. Okay, let's check for any calculations. 0.1, 3, 0.8. So this becomes 2 into 22 is 44. 44 into 0.1 is 4.4 into 0.7 into 0.8. So 4.4 into 0.56. So let's multiply 4.4 and 0.56, 44, 56 I will do, and then I will do the decimals. 6 4s 24, 2, 6 4s 24, 25, 26, 5 4s 22, 5 4s 20, 22. So it will become 2264. And how many digits? 1, 2, 3. So it is 2.264 centimeter cube is the volume of remaining part. Centimeter cube is important because units is very important when solving question. If you wrote the unit as wrong, then definitely at least half mark will get cut. So make sure for volume you always write the unit as cubic unit, whereas for area it will be centimeter square. Okay, it is 2 plus 2. Small change, it is 2.464. Okay, now let's check for the TSA question. So for TSA we no need to cut, but we have to, the TSA for this question will be equal to the bottom of cylinder plus CSA of cylinder plus CSA of cone. Why I am not considering the top of cylinder? Why? Because this part is hollowed out, means we don't have the top part. At the same way, for cone it is already removed, but we need to get the area of this cone CSA part, at the conical part, but you don't have the base because base is also removed. So this way it is bottom of the cylinder plus CSA of the cylinder plus CSA of the cone. So let's substitute all the formulas and get the answer. Bottom of the cylinder is just circle, which is pi r square. CSA of cylinder is 2 pi r h plus CSA of cone is pi r l. So let's take pi r as common. Pi r, if we take common, becomes pi plus 2h plus l. So before that we need to find the L value of cone. So for L value, I'll write it here. So we have, get the L value, this is 0.7 and this is 2.4. So the L value will be root of 2.4 square plus 0.7 square. So I'll write it here. L value of cone is equal to root of 0.7 square plus 2.4 square. So this becomes 0.49 plus 2.4 square is 5.76. So this becomes root of 6.25, which is 2.5. Okay, so let's substitute again. Pi is 22 by 7, r is 0.7 into root of, bracket of R is again 0.7 plus 2 into H is 2.4 plus L is 2.5. So 7.7 get 0.1. So this is 2.2 into 0.7 plus 4.8 plus 2.5. So 0.7 plus 4.8 becomes 5.5. 5.5 plus 2.5 is 8. So you'll get 2.2 into 8. So 2 is 16, 1, 2 8 is 16. So the answer is 17.6 centimeter square is TSA value. Okay, so hope you understood how to solve TSA, but this is very easy question, and this type of question will be coming for sure in your exam. They can give you cone cylinder combination or cone hemisphere or cone sphere combination. These are the most repeated questions. Okay, and if saying it again and again, cylinder cone formula is very important. At the same time, sphere and cone combination. Let's see what is B part first. Carpenter is making a wooden toy lattu. Okay, this is one of the standard questions. Lattu is nothing but a kind of toy which has a base as cone, and the top you have a hemisphere, so that if using a thread, if you just tie and roll it, it will just keep on rotating. So this is a lattu which is conical in shape and surmounted by hemisphere. I can also relate the same with ice cream cone as well. So they can also ask you related the same question. If it is lattu, it is same. The same way cone, ice cream cone also it is same. They will say that we have a cone, and on the top you have a hemisphere, because the inside ice cream cone also will be inside. So on the top, if you see from outside, it will looking like a cone. Above it we have a hemisphere on top of it. Okay, both are same scenarios. I mean, diagram is similar, but the structure is different. We have a cone here, the entire is wooden, whereas here is ice cream cone, where we have a cone, I mean wafer at the bottom and cream at the top. Okay, the ratio of the height of hemisphere and the cone is 3:4. Okay, let's draw the diagram first. So this is cone, and above it we have a hemisphere. The ratio of the height of the hemisphere and the cone is 3:4. So this ratio by this ratio is 3:4. I'll write this as HS hemisphere, this is H as cone. HS by H of cone they have mentioned as 3/4. The radius of the cone of a hemisphere, okay, this is I have mentioned, this radius value is how much? 2.1. If you notice, this radius is nothing but the height, both are same, because in sphere it is like a circle where from center the distance from all the points will be same. So HS is nothing but 2.1. Okay, so if HS is 3.1, sorry 2.1, what is HC value? HC value is 4/3 into HS. HS is 2.1, so 3 ones 3.1, therefore HC is equal to 2.8 centimeters. So this is 2.1 and this is 2.8. I will write it here in statement because this will at least carry 1 mark. HS by HC is present as 3/4, and HS they have mentioned as 2.1 by HC is equal to 3/4. So 3 ones 3, 0.7. Therefore height of cone (2.8 centimeters). So now I have height of cone. Find the volume of the wood required to make this toy. Also find the area to be painted after making it. So simply they are asking volume and TSA. So let's first find volume. Volume formula is cone is 1/3 pi r square h, and hemisphere volume is 2/3 pi r cube. So if I take pi r square by 3 as common, you can simply write it is h plus 2r. Now substitute the values. Pi value is 22/7 into r, radius is how much? 2.1. So 2.1 into 2.1 by 3 into h value. Okay, h value of cone is how much? 2.8 plus 2 into r value is 2.1. Okay, so 717 0.3, 3 cancels 2.1. So 22 into 0.1 is 2.2 into 2.1 into inside part is 2.8 plus 4.2. So this is nothing but 7. So we need to multiply 2.2 into 2.1 into 7, get the final answer. So first I'll multiply these two. 2.2 into 7, so it is 14. 2.2 into 14.7, 14, 7 into 22, 7 is 14, 1, 7 is 14, 15, 1, 2 is a 1 is a 2, 3. Second 354, this becomes 4983. Cross check to Sanja 14, 1, 2, 4, 8. Okay, and this method is switched. Okay, I'm sorry guys, let me just check the last part again. 2 7 14, 1, 2 4 8, 9, 2 1s 2. Okay, now it is correct. 294, 390. Okay, hence the answer is 32.34 centimeter cube is the volume. Okay, let's find the TSA, so that we need to get how much area we need to paint. So TSA for this question will be CSA of cone plus okay, again CSA of hemisphere. Why we are not considering the bottom parts? Because hemisphere bottom part is inside the cone and top part of the cone is also inside the cone. So that we don't need to find. We need to just find the CSA of cone and hemisphere. Okay, CSA of cone formula is pi RL and CSA of hemisphere is 2 pi r square. So if I write pi r as common, I will get L plus R, L plus 2R. So before that we need to get the L value. So let's find the L value first. So the cone LL is this one. Height we know how much, 2.1. Height of cone is 2.8. Radius is 2.1. Height is 2.8. Radius is 2.1. So this L becomes, L is equal to root of 2.1 whole square plus 2.8 whole square. So let's get the values. 21 into 21, 117, 1 2 is 2, 1 2 1 2, 2 2 is 4, so it is 441. Whereas 28 square, 8 8 64, 8 2 is 16, 16 plus 6 is 22, 2 8 is 16, 1, 2 is a 4 5. So it comes 784. 784 plus 441, you will get it as 5 1 2 2 5. So this value is 4.41 plus 7.84. I will get the value as 12.25. If you remember few square values, so 12.25 square root value is nothing but 3.5. Okay, so now I got the L value as 3.5. I'll substitute in the formula. by 7 into pi r into L plus 2r. Okay, r value is 2.1. L plus 2r, L we got it as 3.5 plus 2 into 2.1. 7 ones 7.3, so this becomes 6.6 into 3.5 plus 4.2, so this becomes 6.6 into 7.7. Okay, so 6.6 into 7.7 into do it. 7 6 are 42, 4 7 6 are 42, 46. Second it will be 4 6 2, so it becomes 2 8 10. Since the final answer of area is 50.82 centimeter square, so this unit is important, not only the value. Rewrite it. 50.82 centimeter square, whereas the TSA on the volume formula we already got it. Volume is how much? 32.34 centimeter cube, whereas the surface area we got it as 50.82 centimeter square. So it can be looking as little lengthy, but this is a 5 marks question, so that's why the calculation will be lengthy, but make sure to do it proper, you will definitely get full marks. Okay, so in this way all the section D questions are done. So it took around 1 hour for me, but I have done all the questions including the options. So if you do without options, I am sure you should be solving at least 30 to 40 minutes all section D questions. Okay, because they carry the weightage of about 4 into 5, so 20 marks of weightage, so it is worth if you solve all the questions by 30 to 40 minutes in your main exam. Because section A, B and C you should take at least, okay, total is 3 hours for us. We have total 35 questions. Section A 20, section B I think 3. Okay, let me see the number. I will tell you here how to divide your weightage properly. Section B, where is it? Okay, section B 5 questions, and section C 6 questions. Section B 5 and section C 6, and section D I think we have 5. Section D has 5 questions. Section C is okay. I will take another slide and then explain how to divide the weightage. So for time, I am explaining here time constraints. So we have section A, section B, section C, section D, and section E. Section we have 20 questions, but these are 1 mark questions, so just try to complete it by 20 to 25 minutes. Okay, for section B we have 5 questions, each have 2 marks, so it's okay if you take at least okay, target for 15 minutes to 20 minutes. Okay, and section C we have 6 questions, these are 3 marks, so it's okay if you take 30 minutes, 30 to 40 minutes. Section D we have 5 questions, and these are 4 questions, and these are 5 marks. 4 questions or 5 questions, let me check again, I'm sorry, number 4 questions. Section C we have 4 questions, each of 5 marks, so that's why it's okay if you take again 30 to 40 minutes. Section C E we have 3 questions, but these are case study questions, because and again in each 3 we'll have 4 questions. So for this let's divide and keep it as 40 minutes. So let's check what is the total minutes as per this timing. We have 30 minutes, suppose 25 minutes, I'm taking the maximum, 25 to 20 45 minutes, 45 plus 40 85 minutes, 85 minutes plus 80, so altogether you will get 160 minutes. So 160 minutes is nothing but 2 hours 40 minutes. see, I have covered, if you take the maximum values itself, you will be covering around 2 hours 40 minutes all the entire questions. So the rest 20 minutes you can use to cross check your answers. Okay, so make sure to keep the target as this. So then definitely you will get at least buffer of 15 minutes to 20 minutes, because this point is very important. Don't make target to I will solve at least till the last minute of the 3 hours, then only I will complete all the paper. No, that is very wrong. So make sure to target to close the all exercise, all sections by 2 hours 40 minutes, so that it will have a buffer of 15 to 20 minutes to recheck your answers, because in your exam pressure there can be cases even a small calculation mistake can go wrong and you will get a lot of loss of marks, even though if you do know the answer how to solve it, but in the exam pressure you solved it wrong, like a minor calculation mistake, then the entire question can go wrong. So make sure to have a buffer of 15 to 20 minutes at the end to cross check your answers. Okay, so that's I'm saying target first section by 20 to 25 minutes. Don't cross. If you are crossing more than 25 minutes, skip it. Give a page or 2 pages left as an empty pages and go for the section B, because this is only 1 mark questions, whereas here the weightage is more. So don't waste your time mainly on section A questions. Try to solve it faster. If not, it's okay. Just leave it, because we have a buffer of 20 minutes at the end. Then you can come back and solve it. Okay, so just skip. Always plan accordingly such that section A should complete by 20 to 25 minutes. If it is not able to complete, leave some spaces of 1 or 2 pages and go for section B, and try to cover all the 5 questions by 15 to 20 minutes. If the time is not sufficient, it's okay. At least you solve 4 questions properly, and then if your time is not permitting, give the gap and go for the next question. Go for section C, try to solve 30 to 40 minutes, and if you feel that within 30 to 40 minutes you're able to solve before around 20 minutes we solve all the section C questions, then go for section A and B and solve it, because our main target is all sections should be completed by 2 hours for 40 minutes. Okay, if you have buffer time, then it's okay. You can also again go back if you want to go, or else go for the section D, and then you will have much buffer time, and again start from first, whichever you feel like you couldn't solve faster at that time, now solve it. But don't stick to any question for a longer time. Okay, if you stick for one question for a longer time, it can be maximum 5 marks is a question. So if you stick around 20 minutes for only one question, then the other questions you will not get time to solve it. Okay, so make sure to stick for one question at max 10 minutes. Don't go beyond it. That too for 5 marks question I'm talking about. If it is for 3 marks or 2 marks, stick for only 5 to 6 minutes. Don't stick for more than that. If you feel that you're getting stuck and you're not able to focus or not able to complete this question faster, leave it. Leave some gap, or about 1 or 1.5 page you leave it and go for the next question, because there are cases where the other questions might be easier. One question can be tough, or 2 questions can be tough, but it's not like all the questions will be tough. Rest all questions can be easy, or you can feel much confident to score faster. Okay, so fine. Hope this explained how to time manage properly. Okay, now let's go to the section E questions now. Section E is the case study questions. These are 1 marks, 2 will be 1 marks and 1 will be 2 marks from all the sets, and there can be optional questions as well. Let's see the first one. Case study 1. The International Kite Festival takes place every year on 14 January, and now it's around 12/7, so we'll see to solve it by around. My target, as I mentioned, what is the target for section E? It is 40 minutes, but I will try to solve with options by 40 minutes. Okay, that is my target. Okay. So 14th January, the main attractions of the kite festival include National International Kite Flyers Parade, kite flying, traditional stalls, etc. On this day, few kite flyers has established at point O on the ground the position of 3 kites ABC such that A and B were at the same vertical height of 40 meters from the ground level. Okay, A and B are the height is 40 meters from ground level. Angle of elevation of A, B and C from O they have mentioned 60, 45 and 30. Okay, fine. Respectively, the vertical level SD has erected at point C and the camera is set on the top of the tower for photography. Okay, fine. So for this, before starting the question, I will first draw one page. So the diagram what I will draw is, I have a point O and I have A here. This height is 40 and I have B somewhere here. This is longer. I'll tell you why it is longer than A. This is again 40. This is B. Then I have C somewhere here. This side they haven't mentioned. This angle they have mentioned as 60. 60 means little upward when compared to B angle, which is 45. So this way the B distance will be longer when compared to A distance. And from point C they have mentioned the angle as 30. So this distance is much longer. So always remember, larger the angle, the distance will be shorter. Shorter the angle, the distance will be longer. Okay, then we have one building here. One tower. On the top they have mentioned a camera is set. So this angle they have mentioned as 60 or 30. Angle is 30, distance is 60. Okay, so this is 30 and this is 60. This line is 60. So this is angle of depression of 30, so this also will be 30 degrees. Okay, now let's see the questions. What is the length of string of kite A? Kite A, okay, let me mark the points. D, R, Q, O, P, S. D, R, Q, O, P, S. So height of kite M is, they are asking OA value. Okay, so I know. Okay, for this let me draw the small triangle which is required for kite A. This is 60, this is 40. They were asking this one. OAP, OA they are asking. So I want hypotenuse, I want opposite side, so I have to use the sine theta, which is sine 60 is equal to 40, opposite by hypotenuse is x. Sine 60 is root 3 by 2 is equal to 40 by x, hence the x value is 80 by root 3. So this will change to 80 root 3 by 3 for convenience. 3 ones, 3 twos are 6, 20, 6 6 are 18, 6 6 are 18, or 7 I will write it. So roughly it will become 26.7 into root 3. I am writing as 7.73 only. So let's solve it. So if you keep it here itself, that is 80 by root 3, then also you will get 1 mark most of the cases, because this is just a 1 mark question, and if you want to solve this way then it can be little lengthy. Okay, but still I will try to solve faster. 267 173. Okay, 3 7s 21 2, 3 6 are 18, 19 22, 3 1s 3 4 5, 7 7s 49 4, 7 6 are 42, 46 4, 7 1 2 are 14, 14 plus 4 is 18. 267 1 9, 5 plus 7 is 11, 11 plus 7 is 18, 8 plus 1 9, 9 plus 6 15, 4 4 5 8 9 1 in the 3 decimals, so it is 45.89. so somewhere closer to 45.89, and it is in meters or centimeters, mostly it will be meters only. Yeah, it is meters. So the height length of kite A is 45.89 meters. Okay, let's move to the second one. If the length of the string of kite C is 40, then find the height of the kite. So for C, I will draw the C required triangle, which is RCO triangle. If I write RCO, so here they have mentioned length of kite, it's not height of kite. Length of kite is this one. This one they have mentioned as 40, and the angle they have mentioned as 30 degrees. Okay, what is the question? Find the height of, okay, we need to find height. So again opposite by hypotenuse, so sine 30, opposite is h, hypotenuse is 40, sine 30 is easy, which is 1 by 2. 1 by 2 is equal to h by 40, so the h value is nothing but 20 meters. So second is too easy. Now let's see the third one. We have two, either A or B. What is the horizontal distance between the kite A and B? Okay, so for this I need to draw two triangles. This is B and this is A. BQPA, BQOPA. This is 40, this is 40, this is 45, and this is 60. So QO is very easy because tan 45 is nothing but 40 by QO. So QO tan 45 is also again 1, so QO is nothing but 40 meters. So QO is easy now, but we need to find OP as well. So for OP, what I will do is I will consider tan 60 is equal to 40 by OP. Tan 60 is root 3 is equal to 40 by OP. So I will get OP value as 40 by root 3. So the distance between points A and B is nothing but PQ. So therefore PQ is equal to QO plus OP, which is 40 plus 40 by root 3. So if you solve something like 40 into 1 plus 1 by root 3 or 40 into root 3 plus 1 by root 3. If you solve till here, I will feel most of the cases will get 2 marks. Okay, but if you want the decimal value as well, that will be little tricky. So let's solve that part as well. 1.732 plus 1 will become 2.73 by root 3. So by root 3, fine, let's do it. .73 by 1.732. Okay, so I'll take it as approximate values. It will be 1.173 to 73. 173, so this becomes 100, and point if I do it becomes 1000. 173 5s, let's check. 3 5s 15, 1, 3 5s 35, 36, 3, 3 5 1 5, 6 and 8. Again if I add 173, I'll get 8, 13, 3 plus 4, 8 plus 1 0. Okay, this is changing, so it will be around 1.5 something. Okay, so simply I will write it as 1.5 as of now. So 14 to 1.5, 4 5 is 20, 4 1s 4 5 6. So it will be approximately 60 meters. Okay, next move to the next one, but till here if you write, that it will be more than sufficient. Okay, so B part, if the angle of depression of the kite A is 30 degrees from the camera D and the distance between A and D is 60, then find the height of tower. Okay, for this we have to consider the last step triangle. So this is there, and we have here something like this. So this is 40, we already know, and this part is 60, and this angle is 30. They're asking the entire height, so this I'm assuming it as x. Let's write the exact terminologies, vertices they have mentioned. AD, the question, did they mention the point? No. ADPS, ADPS. I'll write this as Q for my convenience. So now height of tower AD, there is QS plus DQ. QS we already know, which is 40 plus DQ. So DQ we need to find. For DQ, again you have to use sine property. Sine 30 is equal to opposite by hypotenuse, which is x by 60. Sine 30 is 1 by 2. 1 by 2 is equal to x by 60. Therefore x value is nothing but 30. So the total height, right in next slide, height of tower is equal to 40 plus 30, which is 70 meters. Okay, hope it's clear. Let's move to the second question. In the month of September, villagers of Ankurhat were falling ill with high temperature. Paracetamol was one of the highest sold medicines during that phase. A survey has conducted to estimate the overall sale of paracetamol of each pharmacy during the last 7 days. It was observed that the number of paracetamol sold in different shops were all 3-digit numbers divisible by 13, taken in order. So all 3-digit numbers divisible by 13 we need to first find, and that will be the proper series for this question. So the first value for divisible by 13 as a 3-digit number, let's check what is it. 13 5s, that's 65, 13 6 78. Okay, let's check for 13 9s, 3 9s 27, 2 3 1s 9 1s 9 10 11. So it is already crossing. 13 8s if I take 13 8 to 3 is 24, 2 8 1s 8 9. So the first value starts from 104, and we need also note to get the last value. Okay, 1370 if I take 300 373 is 21, 2 7 1s 9 7 8 9 9 10. This is also 3-digit number. Let's take for 75. 5 3 is 15, 1 5 1 5 6 7 3 is 21, 2 7 1 7 8 9. So we need to get the last number divisible by 13. Okay, for this if I take 1374, if I check some 4 3 is 12, 1 4 1s 4 5 6, so 4 5 7 3 is 21, 2 7 7 8 9, it is 962. Okay, if I add 13 here, 975, if I get 13 you will get 988. Okay, so this will be the last value. 988 is the last 3-digit divisible number by 13. Okay, this is AP series now. So A value is 104, D value you already know it is 13. If I want the N value I will get it, because A plus N minus 1 into D is A plus N minus 1 into D is 13 is equal to 988. So N minus 1 into 13 is equal to 988 minus 104, so we'll get 488. So N is equal to 884 by 13 plus 1, so 1388, 13 4s, 13 7s, let's see, so 3 is 20. Okay, so 13 6, 6 is 18, 1 6 1 6 78. Okay, 13 6 is 78, 104 you got 13 8 is 104, hence the N value is 69. So the total values are 69. So we have AP series, we have A value, D value and N value also. Now let's see what they are asking. So if you know these 3 conditions, then you can solve any question related to it. Let's see the first one. With how many paracetamols sold by 7th pharmacy? 7th pharmacy is nothing but A7. A7 formula is A plus N minus 1 into D. So N value is 7. So A value we have how much? A value I just wrote it here, 104. So 104 plus N value we have how much? N value is 69. Wait, in this question N value is 7. So 7 minus 1 is 6. 6 into D is 13. So 104 plus 6 3 is 18, 1 6 1 is 6 9. So 104 plus 98. So just add these two. 8 plus 4 is 12. 1 plus 9 is 10. Okay. This mistake, let's correct it. 6 3s are 18, 6 1s are 6 7s. 104 plus 78. So it becomes 4 plus 8 is 12. 7 plus 1 8. So 182 is the answer. Okay, let's move to the second one. What's the difference between the paracetamol sold between 19th and 4? So A14 minus A9. So A plus 13D minus of a plus 8d. So a gets cancelled. 13 minus 8 is 5d. So this is very easy question. 5 into 13, 13 5 is 65 is the final answer. Move to the third one. So third we have A or B. How many paracetamols were sold by 9th pharmacy from the last? Okay, this is easy only. What about next one? What is the total number of paracetamols sold? So it is Sn. So whichever you feel much confident, you can solve it. But let's solve one by one. Solve from last. If they ask, what we have to do is just reverse the series. So if you reverse the entire series, you will get 988 and so on till 104. And here the A value will become 988, D value will become minus 13, and N value will remain same, which is 69. That will not change. A, D, and all three we have it. Now let's see what they are asking. 9th pharmacy, so simply A9. A9 will become A plus 8D. So A value is 988 here, and 8. Now D is not 13, it is minus 13 because we are considering in reverse order, not in front order. Okay, so 988 plus, it's not plus, minus 18 3s 13 8s. 8 3 is 24, 2 104. So this becomes 8 minus 4 is 4, 8 8. 8 8 years is the answer for 9th term. So let's see the B part. B part is sum of n terms question. What is the total number of paracetamols sold in the last week? Okay, so for this I will simply use A plus L because I know A and last value as well. So the formula is n by 2 into A plus L. N I know it is 69. Let's cross check. N value 69 only, right? Yeah, N is 69. 69 by 2. A and L values 988 104, 988 and 104. Just add these two. 8 plus 4 is 12, 1, 8 plus 1 is 9, 9 plus 1 is 10. Divide by 2. 2 5 is 10, 2 4 is 8, 2 6 is 12. So 546 into 69 I have to do it. 9 6 is 54, 5, 9 4 is 36, 36 plus 5 is 41, 4, 9 5 is 45, 45 plus 4 is 49, 6 6 is 36, 3, 6 4 is 24, 24 plus 3 is 27, 2, 6 5 is 30, 32. So we'll get the final answer as 4, 7, 6 plus 1. You get the final answer as 37674. Make sure you're doing the multiplication proper because even a minor mistake can go through. Okay, but if you are in a condition, I can choose both because both are almost similar. This will take also less time, and solving this also will take less time. Okay, let's move to the last question from our question paper, which is section E, last question, case study 3. So trees act as the natural filters. By planting trees in trees in and around school premises, we create cleaner and healthier air for students and local residents, reducing respiratory problems. A school in Noida has proposed and organized a community drive on tree plantation around the title Save Earth's Plant Trees. Students of that school have planted samplings in the field such that it formed a quadrilateral as shown in the figure ABCD. Okay, what is the figure? Okay, we have a graphical figure here. So before moving to the next question, I want you guys to also mark the points which I am doing now. Okay, so the A point, if I see properly the graph, A point is x value is x is minus 5, y value is 9. So A value is minus 5 comma 9. What about B point? B is here. X is horizontal, so which is x is 2, y is 3. B is 2 comma 3. Next C point, C is here, x is 1 and y is minus 5. X is 1, y is minus 5. Okay, we have one more D. D point is here, x is minus 6 and y is 1. minus 6 comma 1. We have P point also mentioned in the graph sheet, which is minus 2 comma 2. Q is also there. If they want in the question, let's write the Q value also. Q is X is 0, Y is minus 2.5. So always for this type of graph sheets, make sure to write all the points first and go for the questions. Whereas for arithmetic progression type of question, first write the arithmetic series which I have mentioned like this, get A value, D value and then N value, then go for the questions. Because if you wrote these points, and definitely there can be questions related to midpoint or ratio point, or the other point is distance between 2 points. Only 3 concepts are there from the coordinate geometry, which can be distance between 2 points, midpoint formula, or any point they will mention, and some ratio they will ask you, or else they will give you ratio and they will ask you the point. Only these 3 are there from the coordinate geometry. Okay, let's solve one by one now by using these points. First one, find the distance between the two samplings A and D. So this is a direct question. So distance between 2 points, A point, we already know what is A point, minus 5 comma 9. Minus 5 comma 9, and the D point is minus 6 comma 1. So for this type of questions, make sure to cross check these points again, because these points are the only main thing to solve the next 4 marks question. So I'll just cross check again. A is x value is negative x, which is minus 5, and the y value is 9, so minus 5 comma 9 correct. B, x is 2, y is 3 correct, 2 comma 3. C, minus C is 1, x is 1, and D, y is minus 5 correct. D is here, x is minus 6, y is 1. Okay, D, all 4 are points are correct, and P is also, they already mentioned minus 2 comma 2. Q, they haven't asked you, but we will write it, minus x is 0 and y is minus 2.5. Okay, so I have cross checked, every point is fine. Now let's see the first question, distance between 2 points. So I'll write the formula also, because that also can carry a half mark. So the formula is x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. Now substitute the conditions. Root of x2 is minus 6 plus 5 whole square plus y2 is 1 minus 9 whole square. So this is equal to root of 6 minus 5 is 1, 1 square is 1, minus 8 square is 8 square, which is 64. So I'll get root of 65, and did they mention any units? Okay, they haven't mentioned units, so I can write it as root 65 units, or you can also write root 65 meters. Mostly the distance will be in meters. Okay, let's see the next one. Okay, here we have option one student plants one sampling at the midpoint of AD, then he moves along a straight line parallel to DB and shows another sampling on AB. What are the coordinates of the positions of these two samplings? But parallel condition, I don't think it is equal to the syllabus of class 10, because for parallel, and but we can do one another way. I will help you how to solve it. But let's move to the B part first, and then we'll come back again to A part. So new sampling is kept at point M such that, okay, this is a direct question from the curriculum. So which we have a D, we have B, and we have a point M such that the ratio is 3:1. Okay, let's mark the D and B points. D is minus 6 comma 1, minus 6 comma 1, whereas B point is 2 comma 3. B is 2 comma 3. Okay, so M, I'll write the formula first. M formula is mx2 plus nx1 by m plus n, comma my2 plus ny1 by m plus n. So let's substitute here. So we'll get m point is different, m is the ratio I'm talking about, m is to n. Okay, so 3 into 2 is 6 plus 1 into minus 6, which is minus 6, by m plus n is 3 plus 1 is 4, and m by 2, 3 into 3 is 9, 1 into 1 is 1, by m plus 1 is 4. So 6 minus 6 is 0, 0 comma 10 by 4, 10 by 4 is nothing but 2.5. So the m point is 0 comma 2.5. So always write the formula for 2 marks question. So definitely this will carry half mark. So make sure to write the formula first, then substitute and get the answer. And draw this diagram as well. It can, I don't think it will carry, but still it will be useful for your calculation part. Okay, let's see the last question. It's also 1 mark. the line segments AC and BD intersect at point P, find the coordinates of C. So as per graph sheet itself, you already know the coordinates of C is 1 comma minus 5. But as they mentioned in the question for 1 mark, if you direct directly also, they should give you full marks, because in the from the graph sheet itself the point is clear, which is 1 comma minus 5. Okay, but still we'll use that condition which I mentioned, using a point, using point A I will get point C. How I'll show you. It is saying the midpoint of AC. Okay, so A value is how much? A is minus 5 comma 9. So A should be minus 5 comma 9. We have to get C point. Let's write it as x comma y, and the P midpoint they have provided, which is minus 2 comma 2. So midpoint formula is x1 plus x2 by 2. So minus 2 is equal to minus 5 plus x by 2. Same way, y value 9, plus 2 is equal to 9 plus y by 2. So the y value will become 4 minus 9, which is minus 5, and x value minus 4 plus 5, so the x value will become 1. So you got the same value, which is 1 comma minus 5 as per plot as well. But still for 1 mark, if they ask you to prove it, you have to use the midpoint formula and then just write the condition. Midpoint formula is x1 plus x2 by 2 comma y1 plus y2 by 2. So just write the formula and get the solution. Okay, hope it's clear till the last midpoint formula and the fourth question. As I mentioned, the parallel lines concept, I don't think it is present, but still we'll get the midpoint first and then we'll leave the second one, because that is anyway it is optional. So if you ask the same for the board exam, they will simply say we already have the option, so the students should be able to solve that option part. Okay, let's solve that the other part. So midpoint of AD, so let's write the points. A point is minus 5 comma 9, and D point is minus 1 comma 6, sorry, minus 6 comma 1. Midpoint will become x1 plus x2 by 2, so minus 5 minus 6 by 2 comma 9 plus 1 by 2, so this becomes minus 11 by 2, which is minus 5.5 comma 9 plus 1 by 2, which is 10 by 2, which is 5. So one of the point is, one of the sampling is minus 5.5 comma 5. Okay, if I mark this point in the graph, let's solve in this way. Minus 5.5 comma 5. So minus 5.5 is here, minus 5.5, and the 5 is here. So this is a point, midpoint of AD. Let me check. Check again. Minus 5 comma 9, D is minus 6 comma 1. Minus 5 comma 9 and D is minus 6 comma 6,1. Okay. 6,1 minus 5,9. Okay. Point is here, minus 5.5 is here, so minus 5.5. So this is the midpoint of AD. If I draw parallel to BD line, so for this what I will suggest you is take a scale and just get this distance somewhere using horizon. Okay, that also will not be proper. Fine, you can leave it. So parallelness concept is not provided in class 10 scenario, so you can skip this part. The other solution, if I suggest you, if you have a scale and if you exactly draw a line from this point which should be perpendicular to this line, if you are able to draw it, I'm not saying this should do it, if you are able to draw exactly a perpendicular line, and then the same from here also do the perpendicular line and draw the line, and if you draw it properly it will be somewhere like this. Using scale, if you draw properly, it will be somewhere like this, which is parallel to BD. So whichever is touching at this point will be the sampling for the other point. Okay, so in this way you can get this point, but still parallelness concept not present in class 10 as per geometry chapter, so you can skip this and go for the B part, because B part is very easy. It is just a ratio question where we need to get the point M using 3:1 ratio for D and B. Okay, so as mentioned, I have solved around 35 minutes all the questions, but I don't say that you guys also have to solve within 35 minutes section E, but my point I already mentioned, you should try to solve without options by 40 minutes. So last part I'll just repeat the time constraint scenario which we discussed before solving section E questions. Okay, so the time management is very important for your exam, so I will repeat this time management concept again. So how to manage the time means, first we have to consider the time sets marks for each section. So first section is 20 questions, you have to try to complete by 20 at max 25 minutes. Section B, we have 5 questions, so each carry 2 marks, but still if you can able to solve within 15 to 20 minutes then it's fine. Section C, you have 6 questions each of 3 marks, so give time for this section, try to solve it around 30 to 40 minutes. Okay, and section D, we have 4 questions each of 5 marks, so that's why again 30 to 40 minutes. And section C, E is a case study where we have 3 case study questions. It's not like only 3 questions, we will have 3 sub questions for each case study. So again you can keep the benchmark of 40 minutes for the section E as well. So why I'm saying, if you maintain this timings, you should be able to solve the entire question by 2 hours 40 minutes, so that you can have a buffer of 20 minutes for your recheck. So it can be due to exam pressure or time pressure. There might be cases where you can go wrong at some part. So better to cross check your answers. If it is proof type of question, no need to cross check, but if it is normal multiplications or additions type of questions, make sure to cross check your answers once again. And if you my tip is, if you feel stuck in somewhere, if you feel the question is lengthier, give some space to the paper and move to the other question, because if you keep the main focus there and if you stress your part, then the other questions which you feel much easier, maybe you can go wrong. Okay, so always make sure to give some particular time for any question. If I say for section A, then maximum for each question you should give at max 4 minutes. If it is crossing 4 minutes, leave some gap and go to other question. If it is section B, if it is a 2 marks question, so at max you can give for one question, not for every question. For one question, if you feel, at max you should give only 6 minutes time. If you feel by 6 minutes, if you are not able to solve it, close it, give some gap and move to the other question and solve that question. And if you have time later, come again and solve this question. Okay, for section C, it is 3 marks question. So at max, for one question, we should not give more than 8 minutes. If you give more than 8 minutes, then definitely other questions you should not get any time. Okay, if you feel that it will taking at least at maximum 8 minutes, stop it, go to other question and go for other questions. It's not like every question you have to keep a marker of 8 minutes, but few can be lengthy, few can be little faster as well. But 1 or 2 questions you can go for 8 minutes max, but still if you're not able to solve it, close it. Same as for section D, for max one question you should give 12 minutes to solve it. If the 12 minutes timer is crossing for any question, then skip it, give some gap and go for other questions. Same for case study questions, we have 2 marks, so at max you can keep for 3 minutes. It's not like every time I want you guys to keep on check the watch. If you feel that you can, as per human understanding, you can feel that you are getting stuck or feeling tensed or something, then go for check the time, how much time it is left or how much time it is taking, then go for the next question. Or else no need to think of the timing also. If you feel that if you're feeling stuck in any question for a longer time, stop it, give some gap of half page or full page and go for the other questions. Okay, this is very important while you're solving for board exam, because I can understand, even I face these scenarios when I'm solving 10th class or the other exams, because time management and the exam stress are will be critical while solving exams. So just first of all, be confident, be happy that you're attending another exam to improve your score. So be happy for that option, solve it happily, be confident, because whatever they prepared is fine. So make sure while you are attempting the exam, give your best and you will rock it. All the best. All the best for the exam, rock it. So we'll try to connect again tomorrow based upon the review of the compartment exam, the improvement exam. Thanks for joining.